I'm sorry, Mom. I don't think I can't go to the cemetery today for the anniversary of my grandmother's death.
Why? Something happened? You said you were going to take a day off from work that day.
I had a day off at work, but I don't feel well. I haven't been feeling well since last month.
Wow, it's a long time not to succeed. Do you have a fever?
Not really, but my body temperature is a little higher than usual. I think the problem comes from my stomach. I also feel a little queasy.
I wonder what it is. Did you go to the doctor?
Yes, the other day I went to my regular practitioner. She said it could just be stomach flu, which is spread everywhere.
If you were sick and had diarrhea, you need to be careful not to get dehydrated.
They prescribed me some medications, and I try to drink as much liquid as possible.
Do you think they work?
Not really. There are no special changes. Besides, I've been feeling very tired for the last few days. It looks like it's more than just stomach flu.
Maybe you should check it out in a larger clinic or even in a hospital.
Do you really think so? Could you come with me? It would be better if I had a knowledgeable nurse like you by my side, Mom.
If I'm not on duty that day, then of course I'll go with you. Anyway, don't worry about coming to the cemetery. Just get some rest.
Well, thank you, and I'm sorry. I really wanted to come. Be sure to tell her that I really wanted to come to the cemetery. I'll visit her another time as soon as I feel better.
Yes, I can do it. It's a pity you can't come because many of your cousins, aunts, and uncles are coming with me.
Yes, I was also looking forward to the family reunion, but I don't feel ready to meet with relatives. I could also tell someone else about my illness. I also don't want everyone to worry about me, so I think it's right to let someone else know.
It's true. It will be better for your health if you just sit out this time. What about Greg? How's he doing? I haven't seen him for a long time either.
He's fine. He recently quit smoking.
Did he do it now? This is great news. Good news for him. He was such a heavy smoker. I was worried that he would get some kind of disease, not to mention all the money he was wasting on his cigarettes. I've thought about all these terrible things so often.
I am glad that he quit smoking, but because of this, there was another problem. Now he's always hungry. He's gained about 40 pounds since he quit smoking.
40 pounds? This is quite a lot considering that he gained so much weight in a short period of time. Well, they say when you quit smoking, your taste buds are restored, so everything becomes tastier.
It may be true. He's hungry all the time. He's insatiable, and that's becoming a problem. We spend twice as much money on food. When I'm at home, I always cook something for him all the time. It makes my fatigue worse.
Why doesn't Greg cook his own food?
That's a great question. I have to ask him to do it. I come home from work very tired, and when I get home, the first thing I want to do is rest, but I have to cook food for him. All this is very tedious, very. On top of that, he doesn't help with any housework.
He may be under a lot of stress. Since he quit smoking, his diet could also be just a temporary deficiency related to quitting smoking.
I've been thinking about it too. I really hope that this is just a stage of getting rid of a bad habit, which will then become easier. I try to cook healthy food for him.
It's not just the cooking itself. The constant need to think about what to cook for lunch and dinner is also exhausting. When you don't feel well, it also spoils your mood, doesn't it?
You're right.
Why don't you do something that makes you happy?
Yes, I'll try it. Thanks. Right now, all I want to do is rest.
Hey, when are you going to be home? You didn't make anything.
Sorry, I've got a fever. I went to the hospital to check on my well-being, and the doctor told me I had to be hospitalized.
Where did you go? What about my food?
Are you even a little bit concerned about me and my well-being? Now is not the time to talk about that. My life is at stake here.
Food is life, and I live to eat. My nutrition is very important to me. It's your job to make food for me.
What do you mean by my job? That's not fair. Both men and women can do housework.
I'm just not good at it. I don't want to eat something that won't taste good, and I know I can't make anything worthwhile anyway.
You're making a big deal about your gluttony. I'm saying I'm in a hospital, not a hotel. Don't you understand what I'm telling you?
Fine, whatever. You're infuriating. I take it you're really not going to cook food for me. If that's the case, then I don't need you.
Just because I can't cook a meal for you, you let yourself treat me like this? You're acting like a child. Grow up. Besides, why are you so focused on food? It's not healthy.
I can't rest until I eat something. You know what they say? When you're hungry, you're angry? See, I'm hungry all the time.
It's not good for you to eat all the time. It can lead to health problems. If you're destroying your body by overeating all the time, you shouldn't have quit smoking.
I quit smoking for my own good. You also wanted me to stop smoking when you found out how much money I was spending on it.
I wanted you to stop smoking for your own good. I was worried about your health because you were smoking like 3 packs a day. That's not normal.
You didn't make me stop smoking because of my health. You just wanted to save the money I was spending on cigarettes. And now you want to save money on me again by making me eat less. You're taking everything from me.
You are stingy and selfish. You suck the fun out of everything and don't think about me. Talking to you makes me feel worse. I'm tired, and now I'm going to sleep.
Hi, when are you coming back from the hospital? I have nothing to eat. Get out of the hospital soon and come back.
This is Amanda's mother. It's been a long time since we last saw each other, Greg. Despite the fact that your wife is in the hospital, you didn't worry for a second. You didn't think to visit her to make sure she was okay. How heartless and cruel of you.
No, that's not the point. I was busy with work. I was planning to go after work tonight.
I don't want to hear your excuses. I don't know the details yet, but my daughter's illness is quite serious, and you are one of the reasons why things got so bad.
I'm not sure I understand what you're talking about. I didn't do anything to her health.
Between work and housework, my daughter didn't even have a day off. You're not helping her. All you're doing is harassing her to make her physically and mentally tired.
It has nothing to do with her illness.
You pushed her to the edge. You've exhausted her to the point where she's sick. There's a hole in her stomach. The doctor said it was most likely caused by...
She probably just ate something she wasn't supposed to. Again, this has nothing to do with me. So she has a little stomach ache, that's all.
Stress. Does your stomach hurt a little? Is that all? You really don't care, and it's mean. They found a tumor in her intestines. In addition, there is a tumor next to her uterus.
What? Does that mean she has cancer?
We don't know yet if the tumor is benign or not, but the tumors are probably the cause of her inflammation. Her blood test showed a really bad result.
If it turns out to be cancer, will she need surgery? How is she doing now?
I don't know. Doctors are thinking about treatment. As soon as I find out exactly what her illness is, I will tell you.
If it really is cancer, it will take a lot of money and effort.
Of course it will cost money. Now is not the time to think about money. It will be a long time before she can come back and do any homework.
What about my food? Do I have to keep buying cold food?
What the hell are you saying? Is that the only thing you care about? Even at this time, how can you only worry about your food? You're so pathetic.
No, I'm also worried about Amanda's health. But food is important to me. I can't live without it.
Are you really worried about my daughter? Or are you just worried if she can continue to be your personal chef or not? You said some really terrible things to her. You told her that if you can't even cook for me, then I don't need you.
I only said it in the heat of the moment. We argued. I was so hungry. That's not what I was really thinking.
But judging by what my daughter said, you were just rude to her.
No, I didn't do that. I just wanted to see if she could cook for me or not. Don't take everything she says at face value.
Greg, when you got married, you took an oath. You said you'd take care of her. And when she got to the hospital, you didn't even deign to visit her. She needed your support. And you were only thinking about food.
Look, I know I screwed up by not visiting Amanda in the hospital sooner, but I really care about her. And I don't think I caused her stress.
You don't understand that, do you? You only care about yourself and your food.
That's not true. I just wanted to see if she could cook for me while she's sick. And I really care about her health.
You swore to take care of her, and now you only care about money and your own needs. I'm taking her home with me so she can escape from you. I'll ask her if she's willing to move in with me.
Hi, Greg. This is Amanda.
If you were that seriously ill, you should have told me about it. Your mom is furious. I really don't understand why, but her anger was directed at me. I'm sorry, Amanda. I didn't mean to bother you.
It's not about bothering me, Greg. You had to support me so that I could feel protected, could feel that you were there. Anyway, I won't be able to talk for too long. The doctors want me to rest and not use the phone. But you heard everything from my mom, right?
Yes, I have. I'm sorry about everything, but I do not know why she is so angry.
It's okay. Greg, I'm thinking about going back to my mother as soon as I'm discharged. I can't handle all the housework you're putting on me, and I feel like staying with you will only make my illness worse.
But why? You live with me. This is your home too.
I feel like I can't breathe when I'm with you. I can't stand all the housework you put on my shoulders. You're just a heavy, dead weight to me.
What do you mean you can't breathe when you're with me? I don't understand why you're saying all these hurtful things to me.
I'm sorry, Greg. I just feel like I'm drowning in responsibility when I'm with you. You always expect me to take care of everything, from cooking to cleaning, and I can't handle it. I need a break.
But I thought we agreed that we would share the load. I never wanted to burden you. And now you want to run away to your parents' house at the first sign of trouble? What about our marriage vows?
I'm not running away from our marriage, Greg. I just need a little time to think and come to my senses. As for the vows, I remember them well. You promised to take care of me, but I feel like I'm taking care of you instead. I need someone who can support me when I'm feeling depressed, not make my stress worse.
I understand. I understand that you feel stressed and depressed, and I'm sorry if I add anything to that. But I love you, and I want to get through this together. Let's find a way to share responsibility.
I appreciate it, Greg. But right now, I need a little time to sort things out. I hope you can understand that.
Amanda, I'll give you the space you need, but please don't leave.
No, I can't stay.
You can't leave.
I can...
Then I'll sell all your stuff to make money from it. Then I can eat whatever I want. It will be too late when you regret your decision because all your things will no longer be there.
Oh, really? Fine, you can do whatever you want.
How have you been doing lately? You haven't contacted me at all. Are you okay?
Fortunately, I'm doing well. I feel much better. It's time for us to talk about the future and what we should do next.
No, I can't do that. I won't be able to see you for a while. I was admitted to the hospital.
Hospital? Something happened?
The doctor said I had a small heart attack. They told me that one of my arteries was partially blocked.
When did this happen?
Yesterday. I was eating at home when suddenly my chest started hurting. I called an ambulance.
Are you okay now?
They took me to the hospital right away, so I'm fine. But I can't get out of bed.
Wow, a mini heart attack is really serious. What did the doctor tell you?
The doctor said that my eating habits were so bad that my insides were all messed up. My cholesterol, blood sugar, and blood pressure levels were much higher than they should have been. It was the first time the doctor had scolded me.
Well, you've really gained weight in such a short period of time. You still drink a lot of alcohol, of course. All your internal organs are in disarray.
But now you finally realize it, and you're scared. It looks like the fact that you left me was the last blow.
Why? You cooked quite healthy dishes, didn't you? You tried not to use a lot of oil, right? Only the smallest amount. I've always taken care of your health. Do you finally see what I've been trying to do for you?
Yes, after you left, I only ate deep-fried foods or foods with a high salt content. I sold your handbags and jewelry, so I had the money. I ate a lot of burgers and took a lot of takeout. I ate whatever I wanted, whenever I wanted.
I'm shocked, and not shocked at the same time.
There was no one to stop me, so I did whatever I wanted.
You couldn't stop your gluttony.
I just couldn't resist eating. I get the most pleasure from eating. When I eat, I feel the happiest.
So you have worsened your health.
Amanda, please come back. Come back and cook for me. If I eat what you cooked, I'll be healthy again. You could have kept me in line with your cooking.
That's not true. No matter how healthy the food I cook is, if you suck like a vacuum cleaner, you will be unhealthy. Even if I started cooking for you again, it wouldn't help if you didn't control the portions. Don't you understand that?
But I don't have the confidence or the courage to do it alone. It's so stuffy in this hotel room. Please, Amanda, come back and stay by my side. Help me get better.
When I was in the hospital, you didn't even worry about me for a second. But now that your body is in trouble, is that what you're asking for? Do you really think that's fair?
To be honest, I didn't take your illness seriously. I apologize for that.
I had that feeling too. I knew you didn't take me seriously. How else can you explain the way you said all these heartless things? I'm really sorry. I was lucky that all my tumors were benign, so it wasn't that serious. Thanks to my treatment, my blood test looked great. Maybe you have bigger problems than me.
That's right. So you have to come and help me get through this. Please, I'm begging you.
No way.
Why? Do you hate me now or something like that?
My mom told me to break up with you, but I hesitated. I just couldn't do it.
Yes, it's because you're very kind. There's no way you can just leave me at such a difficult time for me.
After that conversation with you, I made a decision. You're too self-centered. I'm going to break up with you.
You're lying at a time like this. You're just going to leave me all alone.
I'm just doing exactly what you did to me.
Just forgive me. You, like no one else, should know how hard it is to be sick. And realizing this, you're going to leave me anyway. It's so heartless.
You're the last person who has any right to say that. You didn't show the slightest sympathy for me when I was in exactly the same situation that you are in now. I know how to sympathize with people and empathize with them. You have no right to say the opposite.
Is that true? I don't think that's the case.
So when I had a fever, you were sympathetic?
Yes, but I'm sorry it wasn't enough.
What? All you wanted to download to me was, what about my food? No matter what you say now, I won't change my mind. Treat your illnesses that appeared to you only because of your self-esteem yourself.
But I need you, Amanda. I want to be healthy. I want to try your homemade food again.
I understand that you want to try my home cooking again, but it's not possible right now. And it's not about taking care of you more than the food. It's about you taking responsibility for your own health. Simply changing what you eat won't change the fact that you have.
But I'm sick of hospital food. She doesn't have any taste at all. It doesn't make me want to eat it. There are other places to eat in the hospital, aren't there? You have to buy me something.
They put you on a strict diet for a reason. You need to stick to a diet if you want to get better. And I'm not going to buy you anything to eat while you're out there.
I'm going crazy here.
Well, maybe this is the wake-up call you needed. You should be able to lose weight while you are in the hospital and get your health back to normal. But simply changing what you eat won't change the fact that you're rotten from the inside out. You need to take this seriously and make some real changes. I never thought I'd be in this situation. Divorce wasn't what I wanted in my life, but it was necessary. My husband's gluttony and lack of care for his health negatively affected our relationship. He didn't take my concerns seriously and continued to eat whatever he wanted. It was unpleasant to see how he ignored his health and well-being. After I was afraid for my health, I realized that I had to take control of my own life. I couldn't keep watching him destroy himself by ignoring my own needs. So I made the difficult decision to get a divorce. Fortunately, my mother was there to support me through all this. With her help, we were able to quickly divide our assets and belongings. My husband didn't like it, but he knew that you couldn't change my mind. After the divorce, my life has become much better. I feel healthier and happier than ever before. Meanwhile, my ex-husband's health continued to deteriorate, and he either went to the hospital or was discharged from it on various medications. My mother suggested that he return to his parents to be watched and helped with his eating habits. It was a difficult decision, but it was the best for him. He often texts me complaining about his hunger and how difficult it is to stick to his strict diet. I hate to hear it, but I had to block it for my own peace of mind. Right now, I'm focusing on my own health and well-being. After my recovery, I was able to return to work and start a new chapter of my life. It wasn't easy, but I am grateful for the support I received along the way. From now on, I commit to take care of myself and lead a healthy lifestyle.